Massachusetts, the Patriots introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set, wait, 20! Blue down, blue down.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, set, Alabama, 380.
50's a mic, 50's a mic. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going
Sugar, sugar.
Sony Michel, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man left, 3 down, 3 down. Shift.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
380, hey! Hey, Alabama.
Rush. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wait, set, 53!
Mike 50. You ain't going nowhere.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Wait, set, 53!
Brings up 2nd and 1. The Packers, 48-yard line.
Shadow!
From just shy of midfield, Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Check three, check three, check three.
X3, 218, chopper. Wait, hit!
Brady gives to Michelle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Motion. Hey, check. Mike 50.
Alert! Come on. You better bring. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 50.
From the gun on third down, Brady. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. So now on fourth down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
319!
Rip left. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. The 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Hey, gold 66.
Mike's 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Wait 10, wait 20.
Kill. Check. Lucky.
No, 60.
And they will run it with Michelle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Stop your whining.
Rodgers going to throw. Forced out to his left. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Mike. 258. All day, every
Now a first down carry by Jones. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
54 miles. You can't block me. Over.
On play action, Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
32 yards. First down, Green Bay.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
18.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Running right, Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 42! Mike's 42! Danny. Big Ed.
Hey, 66.
On second down, they'll run with White. White's got a first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
Here we go.
Hey, orbit.
50's the mark. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Alert.
Hey. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Check tight end. Check tight.
Hey. High 7. Hey, both 66.
To throw again. Brady. It's complete. James White. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
53.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Go. Alert.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll run for it. This is White. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes. We'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's got some space here. And they work this out past the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers again now. And he's got the connection to the tight end Graham. Touchdown Packers. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Charlie.
Mike 4-2.
Throwing again. Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And some room to maneuver. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ozzie!
50, Mike's 50. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Here I come.
72. Hey, check it.
Brady going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
319. 54 Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 bud.
From the 44, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. To throw is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a carry for White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Again, it's Michelle. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Wait, that 380.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Alpha.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Squeeze, squeeze, double up.
Hey, Alpha.
50. Mike's 50.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun on third down, Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Brady now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Come on, switch it. Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, check it. Hey, exit.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the run.
Wait for the end.
On play action, now Brady. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
53.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Stay with your man. Sugar.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 3 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 64 yards.
A gain of 64 yards. First down, Green Bay.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Rodgers to throw for it on 4. Nowhere to escape.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering.